Gulmohar is a heart-winning family drama coming your way on 3rd of March on Disney Plus Hotstar. So, this day is already very, very special, and to make it even better, we have amongst us. We're lucky to have him, in fact. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Vikram Duggal, Head of Studios, Disney Star, with a heavy round of applause joining us here on the stage.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm so glad you all are here. Um, you know, I just want to take you back to that day I spoke to Rahul for the first time. That was a lucky day. You know, some days are just lucky days. Rahul Chetela, the director, called me and he said that there is a story that he has. He sent me the story, and I read that story and I dropped everything else and I realized that that thing that has landed on my table is something special. It is just something that evoked such emotions in me. Itni sari scripts I read, but I haven't felt that for a very long time. And immediately I knew that this is a story that we have to make a film. Slowly and gradually, he and I then started talking, and he told me that the character of Arun is going to be played by the great Manoj Bajpayee. The legendary Sharmila Tagore is going to play Kusum. A powerhouse of talent is going to be the ensemble character. और बनते बनते फिर वो फिल्म बनी. I mean, obviously at that point in time, also looking at the characters in the story, we knew we have something special. But now that the film is ready and I've seen it, I believe what has been created is what is cinema at its very best. And the reason for that is not only because the film makes you cry, the film makes you laugh, you feel wistful, you feel joyous. But what is happening in each of the scenes is that you suspend disbelief, and I hope you feel the same. In each of the scenes, you feel you're there. That scene which is happening of this great intense family drama built around all the characters, it seems that it has happened to you sometime. I felt like that in many moments. I felt that one of the scene is what has happened between me and my father. And that is why it's cinema at its best, because that emotional chord that this story has been able to tug is very, very touching. It has touched your heart. And couldn't be more proud as Star Studios to have played a small part in having the story told, in having worked with Rahul Chetela. Very, very happy that now, very soon, the story will be told to millions of people through Hotstar, Disney Plus Hotstar, and all of you will get to see it on 3rd March. But before that, let me call on stage our director and my good friend, and you hear straight from the horse's mouth, Rahul Chetela.
I must take this opportunity because Vikram has been very kind and generous and just given me all the compliments, but he is really a major stakeholder in the compliments. I went to him really as a stranger, and Vikram and his entire team, Rashi, Shahana, Sujata, Gabby, they read the script so quickly within a week, and they were on. And you know, it's very rare because this is a major studio of India which has made Brahmastra right before Gulmohar. And for them to back a film like this, when I told him that, you know, the youngster is going to be played by Suraj Sharma, he's only done one Hindi film, he didn't blink at all. He said, that's great. When I said the music is not by a major music composer from India, but it's Siddhartha Khosla, again, he was fully supportive. So thank you, Vikram, really, and the entire team at Star Studios. We're all gathering here because of them, the relentless work that they've been doing for so many years now in the making, so thank you. And it's a very special film. Some of you must have seen it, but the rest of you will be seeing it very soon. And I couldn't have done this without my Batra family. So without wasting much time, I'd like to invite the people who, in the order of the casting really. So to begin with, let's not waste time and call the one lady who we are all waiting for, Sharmila Tagore, who plays Kusum Batra, the matriarch. We have Mr. Manoj Bajpai playing Arun Batra. We have Simran, who plays Indu, my favorite character in the film. And we have Suraj Sharma playing Adi. So guys, this is the family that's made the film. And we're very proud of it. We're very thankful for all of you all to come here. And it'll be your film very soon.
So, well, first of all, I think this room should be graced with your applauses because we have such stars here with us on stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big, big round of applause here for everybody here on the stage? बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आप सबका शर्मिला जी, मनोज जी, सिमरन, सूरज एंड यू गाइस थैंक यू सो मच. बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका विक्रम जी, राहुल जी. Definitely we are sure that this is your dream project which has turned into an even more beautiful reality. So we like to ask you a few questions starting with the most special one here with us in the room. बहुत इंतज़ार कराया है मैम आपने और 12 साल के बाद आप आ रहे हैं इस प्रोजेक्ट के बाद. Everybody has been loving the trailer and हम ये जानना चाहते हैं कि ऐसी क्या खास बात थी गुलमोहर में जो आपके दिल को कुछ इस कदर छुई कि आप वापस आ गए 12 साल बाद हमारे दिलों को छूने के लिए.
It was the script. The script was so wonderful, and what is so special is that when I've seen the film 3 times already, and I love it. And everything that जो हमें promise किया गया था, जो script में था, Rahul has been able to execute it exactly like that, if not better. So the script is beautiful, the dialogues are beautiful. I just had to do it.
Well, thank you so much. Definitely. हम सबकी आंखों में भी वो चमक थी ना बस वो ट्रेलर देखने के बाद. It indeed is very, very beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, please, once again, round of applause is here for Sharmila ji. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now coming to you, Manoj ji. मूवी ऑलरेडी बहुत ही चर्चे में है और आप हमेशा तो चर्चों में रहते ही हैं अपने काम की वजह से. इसलिए आपसे ये जानना चाहेंगे what was your family's reaction when they came to know that you are sharing screen with Sharmila ji?
You know, at this point, that's a very good question. Nobody asked me this. But, you know, I'm at the cost of repeating myself. I have seen Sharmilaji's film, Daag, and my father was quite a film buff, so was my mother. And so I have very kind of a blurred memory of that film, but I remember the song. And I used to tease Sharmila ji all the time with that song. One day she said, if you sing it one more time, I'm going to kill you. So, you know, from that childhood time to this time, I'm sharing the camera, sharing the stage with her. It's quite, I mean, definitely it's a privilege, but it's also kind of a miraculous experience for me. I mean, a village boy, you know, saw someone on the silver screen, and now you are sharing the platform. That's quite an honor.
We also are eager to see you both in the same movie, in the same screen. Thank you so much. And over to Simran ji. So as put forth by Rahul here, that you are playing his favorite part, right? So I would love to know that how it actually felt to play the role of Indu with the special Batra family. कैसा लगा आपको?
सबको नमस्ते. बहुत सालों के बाद मैंने हिंदी में काम किया. इतने सालों से साउथ में हूँ, काम कर रही हूँ. बहुत अच्छा लगा. जैसे राहुल ने मुझे स्टोरी सुनाई थी 2 साल पहले, एक एक सीन, एक एक डायलॉग वही था. और ऑफ कोर्स लेजेंडरी एक्ट्रेस शर्मिला जी के साथ में स्क्रीन शेयर करने का मौका मिला. ग्रेट परफॉर्मर, सुपरस्टार मनोज जी के साथ में काम करने का मौका मिला. सूरज के साथ काम करने का मौका मिला. राहुल आपके साथ, पूरी टीम के साथ काफ़ी मज़ा आया। फैमिली की तरह हमने ये फिल्म शूट करी, सेट पे खाना, डायलॉग्स, बिहाइंड द
आज भी
सीन्स।
निहारी मंगा
Hannah
ली
was
है।
very important.
तो बहुत अच्छा था मेरा एक्सपीरियंस इतने सालों के बाद, नाइस। और आई वांट टू शेयर समथिंग वेरी ब्यूटीफुल, शर्मिला जी। माय मदर हैज़ बीन अ ग्रेट फैन ऑफ योर्स, ऑफ कोर्स माय फादर टू। And you know, when I met you for the first time and we were doing that scene together and when you were delivering the dialogue, और उसके बाद मेरा dialogue था, मैं अपनी lines भूल गई। और then I had to shake myself up because of course ये मेरे साथ रजनीकांत जी के साथ में जब मैं काम करी थी तब हुआ था। और मतलब बहुत मज़ा आया। Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you Disney Hotstar, Bikram ji. Thank you.
I can totally second this. You know, I felt the same just as you when, you know, I was told that Sharmila ji is going to be there. You have to actually wake yourself up that she is going to be there along with you, Manoj sir. Definitely. आपसे बातें करके ये लग ही रहा है कि एक्टर्स नहीं खड़े हैं, एक पूरा परिवार साथ में खड़ा है।
और आप मानोगे नहीं, कोने कोने में यहाँ शॉट चल रहा है, मैम यहाँ बैठी, मैं यहाँ से वहाँ से मैं उनको देख रही हूँ।
Not
You know,
not true.
seriously.
मेरे लिए भी अभी वो पॉइंट ऑफ डिस्ट्रैक्शन है, डेफिनेटली। सो गाइस,
That's
डेफिनेटली,
the bright sari that I'm wearing.
no, it is definitely your bright face, ma'am. So finally, so happy to have you here with us, and finally coming to you, Suraj. आप तो दिल्ली वाले हैं, so we are eager to know that what felt so special that this दिल्ली वाला came on board for Gulmohar.
एक तो मेरे को हाय एवरीबॉडी, मेरे को कभी चांस नहीं मिला कभी दिल्ली में शूट करने का, तो मेरे को वहीं पे बहुत खुशी हो रही थी। आई सॉ ऑल माय फ्रेंड्स, यू नो, एज वी शॉट, आई वाज ईटिंग माय फेवरेट फूड। हम लोग खान मार्केट के साइड में, मैं सरदार पटेल गया था, तो मतलब यू नो वो भी है साथ साथ। ऑब्वियसली आई गेट टू वर्क विद दिस इनक्रेडिबल ग्रुप, मतलब अलग ही था। और एक बहुत जो स्पेशल चीज़ थी मेरे लिए, मैं और मेरा माय ब्रदर, हम लोग ने पहली बार एक साथ मूवी किया है इतने सालों में, और मेरा जो करियर है वो उसी की वजह से बना है इन द फर्स्ट प्लेस। तो मेरे लिए बहुत ज़्यादा ही स्पेशल, इतने लेवल्स पे स्पेशल था, मैं बता ही नहीं सकता कभी किसी को। बट होपफुली इट्स स्पेशल टू यू गाइस टू, बिकॉज इट्स डेफिनेटली स्पेशल टू अस।
It definitely feels special to us. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, round of applause is here. It must have been an experience of coming home for you. घर भी आना था और घर भी आना था. So thank you so much, guys. So happy to have you here and to have you guys here with us as well. So, as a token of love, as a token of gift, we have another special surprise, an unseen trailer that you guys are going to witness before anybody else in this nation. Now, how special and how great of a surprise it is. I request our stars, our Batra family, our special director and Bikram ji to join us here in the front row. And meanwhile, guys, it is the most special surprise of the day and it deserves all the love coming from your hearts truly. So please put forth your love in the form of your applauses and cheers as we bring to you the second trailer of Gulmohar.
It's a women and men divide.
Hi, Team Gulmohar. Hi. Can you all see me?
Yes.
Hi. Welcome to Delhi. सबसे पहले दिल्ली आना मैं जानती हूँ हर एक्टर के लिए बहुत खास है और हर एक के लिए अपने रीजंस है, लेकिन बात करने से पहले सबसे पहले आपको कॉम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहती हूँ शर्मिला जी। यू आर लुकिंग एब्सोल्युटली गॉर्जियस एंड एवरीवन वाज राइट पहले भी कि सबकी नज़र आपसे नहीं हट रही है, एंड इस बात पे मैं जानती हूँ हर कोई यहाँ पर अग्री करेगा। सबसे पहले मैं आप ही से क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहती हूँ मनोज जी। कभी फैमिली मैन का फीवर अभी तक हम सबके सर से उतरा नहीं है, सब नेक्स्ट सीजन का वेट कर रहे हैं। ऊपर से आप लेकर आ गए गुलमोहर। डेफिनेटली इस प्रोजेक्ट में कुछ तो खास रहा होगा कि आपने इसको हाँ किया। ऑफ कोर्स शर्मिला मैम तो थी ही, तो एक रीज़न तो ये भी होगा ही। लेकिन आपके लिए फैमिली मैन में क्या सबसे ज़्यादा खास रहा, और गुलमोहर की बात करूँ तो यहाँ पर क्या सबसे स्पेशल है?
देखिए, फैमिली मैन में जो खास था वो सब आप लोग देख चुके हैं, वापस से मुझे उसको बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। लेकिन सबसे अच्छी बात फैमिली मैन में है कि एक स्पाई थ्रिलर होते हुए भी स्पाई थ्रिलर नहीं है, इट्स मोर अबाउट फैमिली एंड हाउ एवरी वन ऑफ अस इज ट्राइंग टू find a balance between a very challenging family, demanding family and a demanding job. So that's a struggle that everyone goes through. My character in Family Man, Shrikant Tiwari, I always maintain that he's like R.K. Lakshman's common man, who's looking at things from a distance and is still trying to be part of it. Now moving on to Gulmohar. It's a very special film for many reasons. Okay, starting with script, I have known Rahul Chitela for quite a long time before he offered me this film. And when I read it, and he gave me a brief narration to it, I didn't have any doubt because I felt that this is the story of each and every family. I was telling Suraj just before this started that everyone will find, himself somewhere in some character which are moving on the screen. So this is very relatable. A family film told in a very unique and a different perspective. A family film where you will choke, you'll smile, you'll laugh, and in the end, everything will be all right for you. And this is the kind of film which is needed in this time. And of course, Shamila ji being there is one of the most attractive thing for the film. But the script of this film is the real hero. And this script in itself, when it was not even made and waiting to be made because there were too many obstacles were being faced by the directors and the producer because of the pandemic. But still we had complete faith that we will wait for this film to happen, and if not, we will make this happen. The confidence always comes from the script. The backbone of any project is the script, and Rahul Chitela and Arpita have really put in their experiences and hearts in this project. And in the end, when we've seen the film, we've seen the reactions of around 200, more than 200, 300 people. One thing I can say, that you will not find anything similar to this on any OTT platform.
Well, looking forward to that and congratulations once again. इसी के साथ शर्मिला जी आपसे एक सवाल ज़रूर पूछना चाहती हूँ, और वो सवाल ये है कि हर कोई आपसे तो क्लियरली मेस्मराइज हुआ ही है, सेट पर भी और यहाँ पर भी हर कोई हो रहा है, एंड आई एम प्रीटी श्योर कि इसके रिलीज़ होने के बाद आपसे हम सब भी मेस्मराइज ज़्यादा होने वाले हैं. लेकिन अगर मैं इस शूटिंग एक्सपीरियंस की आपसे बात करूँ गुलमोहर को लेकर, तो आप किससे सबसे ज़्यादा मेस्मराइज हुए थे शूट के टाइम पर? कैन यू शेयर एनी एनेक्डोट फ्रॉम द सेम?
Who I was most mesmerized with?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no problem saying that. With the DOP.
Ishit.
Ishit Narayan. His presence behind the camera was so comforting to me. I felt, he's looking at me, and somehow I had to give my best. It was so calming, I can't tell you. If I've done well, it's because of Ishit. And of course, Rahul. And I will just add to what Manojji just said. It's a story of 3 generations. So it's a film that will speak to everyone. My age, and Manojji, and then Suraj, and then the other cast. And it's just beautiful. And what is so special about it, Rahul, when we start the film, it's a 4-day film. At the beginning, everybody is what they are. At the end of that 4 days, there is a growth in everybody. Suraj has changed a little bit. Manoj is relaxed a little bit. Simran is just wonderful. No wonder she's Rahul's favorite, and it's all our favorite. She's just wonderful in the film, and everybody, not just one. I mean, there's one little cameo role of one agent who's showing houses to Suraj. Even she is wonderful. She doesn't have to act so well, but she does. So, it's just wonderful. You have to just see it. I've seen it 3 times. I intend to see it again and again and again.
You know, the confidence comes from Shamila ji because she has seen it 3 times. And she has seen it 3 times when, with her own guests and family and friends. And she's showing them with so much pride. So looking at it, we are feeling very confident because she has seen everything in this industry.
And I've
She has-
never done this.
Yeah.
I've never done this
Right.
before.
So the confidence the rest of the cast and the crew is getting is from her. Yeah.
हेलो हाय टीम गुलमोहर और सबसे पहले शर्मिला मैम आपको ये कहना चाहूँगा कि आप सच में बहुत खूबसूरत लग रही हैं और आपको देख के सच में जो एक वर्ड है एवरग्रीन ब्यूटी वो मेरे माइंड में बार बार रिकॉल हो रहा है। मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि फिल्म का जो टीज़र था उसमें एक लाइन थी कि घर बड़ा हो गया है, घर के कमरे बड़े हो गए हैं और सबने अपने अपने कमरों में ही एक घर बना लिया है। वो जो लाइन थी उससे मैं काफ़ी इमोशनली कनेक्ट हुआ। शर्मिला मैम मैं आपसे जानना चाहूँगा कि आप कौन सा ऐसा सीन था, सीक्वेंस था, क्योंकि यू हैव द ग्रैंड सन्स, तो आप किस चीज़ में बहुत ज़्यादा इमोशनली कनेक्ट कैरेक्टर को या वो डायलॉग को, कोई सा भी डायलॉग जिसको आप बहुत इमोशनली कनेक्ट हुए और आप मतलब अंदर से काफ़ी इमोशनल आप फील किए हो कि ये लेगेसी आई वांट टू पास ऑन?
It's like, when you have children, you just can't pick one. You can't say, this is better than, I can't say that. Every one, every scene, every dialogue is important in the film. ऐसा नहीं कि आप एक dialogue निकाल दें, तो it's so well balanced. I'll give full credit to Rahul. It is such a well balanced film that each one of us have our own space and we can show, and convey it to the audience. And each dialogue is so memorable. My daughter, Sabah, saw it. And she was just, she says, अरे वो dialogue क्या है? मुझे एक दफ़े और देखना पड़ेगा कि वो याद नहीं आ रहा है. She keeps notebook, she said, because she just loved the dialogues. And when you speak those lines, automatically the performance comes. Half the work is done. And like I say, Ishit is behind the camera. So there's no performance needed. But everyone has that. Suraj made me cry many times because I'm very connected with this generation because this generation doesn't know where they're going.
True.
बहुत ऐसे हैं कि full of conflict, or love क्या है, शादी is such a responsibility, where the money is coming from, job कहाँ है. I can see हमारे time पे ऐसा नहीं था. We all मैट्रिक करने के बाद कोई ना कोई एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिल जाता था. अभी नहीं है ऐसा. तो आई काइंड ऑफ रेजोनेटेड बिकॉज आई हैव लॉट ऑफ यंग फ्रेंड्स, यंग पीपल आई नो. तो मुझे हिज परफॉर्मेंस, तो एवरी टाइम आई सी मुझे रोना आता है. तो आई कांट पिक एंड चूज. अभी एनेक्डोट तो याद है कि आफ्टर शूटिंग मनोज जी यूज्ड टू फीड अस. वो फलाने कबाब वहाँ से आएगा, फलाने वो कुछ बिरयानी यहाँ है, निहारी उधर है. तो आई एम बंगाली, आई डोंट लाइक ऑल दीज निहारी वगैरह, मगर आई ऑल्सो हैड दैट छोले भटूरे. सो दैट वाज द मोस्ट बियॉन्ड वॉक, दैट वाज द मोस्ट एंटरटेनिंग पार्ट ऑफ आवर, काम वाम करके तो खाने में लग जाते थे हम लोग. एंड द केक्स. Her son's birthday was there during the thing. Then everybody's birthday was there. So every day there's some cake used to come. So we had so much fun. And like Gulmohar, we really became family. Suraj and I used to exchange. Then he went off to New York and forgot all about me. Utsavi is in touch with me. Kaveri messaged me. So it's like a lovely, lovely family.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, Ashu, editor Filmy Beat.
So first of all, congratulations. The trailer looks really heartwarming. और बहुत कम ऐसी फिल्में होती हैं जो ऑडियंस इतना कनेक्ट करती हैं, and I could feel the connect. So congratulations to the entire team. My first question is for director Rahul ji. Rahul, how difficult or easy it was to get this ensemble star cast? सबसे मुश्किल किसको था convince करना? As we all know that Manoj Bajpayee sir is the quintessential family man. उनको हम देख चुके हैं, लेकिन शर्मिला मैम और बाकी stars को कितना difficult या कितना easy था convince करना? And my second question is for Sharmila ma'am. मैम इस फिल्म में जो आप रोल प्ले कर रही हैं, रियल लाइफ में भी आप दादी हैं, आप माँ हैं, तो आपकी रियल लाइफ फैमिली का रिएक्शन कैसा था इस फिल्म को देखने के बाद, और सबसे स्पेशल कमेंट किसका था?
Well, I must break the myth that the four of them and all the actors who've been cast, thankfully they agreed to come on board within 2-3 days. He agreed to come on board within 3 hours. He read the script with me and he agreed in 3 hours. I met her in Bombay. I left the script with her. We spoke a lot in that one meeting. And she was so lovely because she read the script multiple times over the next 2-3 days. And she called me and we just literally spoke for 5 minutes at max. And she said, I'm doing this film, I'm on board, and let's have fun with it. And this was all pre-pandemic. Obviously, the world changed after that, but these four actors really stuck around. And they kept telling me, whenever you're doing this film, we are there with you. And they all cleared up their schedules to be with us. And of course, it was never easy for Bikram and me because we faced a lot of hurdles with the second wave, third wave, and lots of other issues. But these four were literally pillars of strength. So thank you, the four of you. And whoever was not easy to convince is not in the film.
You mean you went to some other people?
Not for you.
The generation, no, my family, Saif hasn't seen it because he's shooting in Amritsar. But Sarah saw it yesterday. Sabah, Soha have seen it. Karina is seeing it on the 28th, tomorrow. So they've all seen it. And they are very, very supportive and they love it. And Sabah has loved it. Like she wants to come and see it again with a notebook to write down all the dialogues. Because, sometimes we speak the dialogues, but फिर वो ठीक से याद नहीं होता है. I can't just repeat verbatim. So she's loved the film. So everybody in my family, so far, whoever's seen it, has loved it. Actually, there hasn't been in my friends. Yesterday we had a screening and there were, and you can make out when somebody's faking it, somebody's saying, हाँ बहुत अच्छा था, you can see that they're being formal or, at least I can. And here they were just genuinely loved it, and all day I've been receiving messages. So it's really touched people, So yeah, it's been such a privilege to work in this film. Really, it's been I've worked for the last 60 years, but it's a unique experience. Really, at this stage of my life, I value it so much more because everything becomes more intense with age. As you grow older, you want the very best. You don't want to, you can't settle for less. And I am so happy and proud that I've been able to be part of this wonderful film.
Thank you. No, but really the honor was ours because the moment I would tell people, including Manoj, he was the second actor I went to after Sharmila ji. The moment I would tell people that Sharmila ji is playing Kusum, I think they didn't want to read the script. They just said, yes, we would do it. And a funny anecdote, someone asked you, I must say, we were shooting in this house. It's all shot in real locations. And the owner of the house, this rich, super rich man from Delhi, he would literally stand outside the bungalow protecting her car so that the car gets a spot to park. And from day to night, he would just stand there. So this is the love and the admiration that we have for Sharmila ji. And I thank you.
It's because of our medium, It has reached not just here, but globally, New York, wherever I go, sometimes the taxi people won't take money. When we go and buy something, they'll say, nahi, aapke liye, ye to aap le jaiye. I mean, it's so much goodwill, Manoj, we create when we go out there. And of course, there are criticism, but I think the goodwill overshadows the criticism. So when you've been there in front of them, in a glass house. Everybody has seen you through ups and downs, your mistakes, your success. So it's an open book. And they form an attachment with you. And I think it's a genuine, because earlier I used to feel, why is everybody saying that? I can see myself in the mirror, I'm not the same. But, you know, when people say it, you have to accept it with humility, because they mean well and they have that genuine affection for you. And who am I to say, no, I don't deserve that. But yes, so I think this is the magic of cinema, that it can create so much goodwill in our audience.
I have a question each, one for Manoj sir and Suraj, being actors from different generations. Manoj sir, we all know that you have been a trailblazer and your struggle has been, something which has inspired so many. But nowadays, the struggle is becoming easier because of the new mediums that are coming in. Digital has come up in a big way. So when you look at actors like Suraj, and you see that, the opportunities that they get today are far more. Do you think that had this medium been there in your days, the struggle would have been a little shorter, from Bandit Queen to, say, Satya? Do you think, if you look back at that journey?
No, each time, the world keeps changing in every two decades. Technological revolutions, it keeps happening, it keeps upgrading itself. I can't, take a pause and think what would have been had this been that time. No, I mean, that's a very wrong way to go. All I would say that, yes, industry today is far more organized, right, Shimla ji, far more organized, far more professional than it was when I arrived in Bombay. There was no casting director. There was no concept of casting directors. Today, if you are talented, if you are skilled, if you know your job, you have ability, in 1 year you will have 2-3 jobs. That's the beauty of this time. And with the digital revolution, what it has done, that it created so many platforms for the talents to express themselves, and which is a very good thing. I'm also kind of making a lot of benefits out of it. Today, I'm far more busier than I ever was. Earlier, one good script used to come, in 6 months or 8 months, sometime 1 year. So, because there was only one medium, cinema in theater. But now you have films on OTT, and there are so many OTT platforms. There are so many new directors finding jobs. They are raring to go. They are desperate to tell their stories, and for their own stories, they want to meet the actors who are right for the characters. So Suraj, yes, you are right. Suraj coming in this time, growing up in this time, in his 20s in this time, he's at an advantage. He's a skilled actor. He's a talented actor, and he's getting that respect from the beginning.
Absolutely.
So, is the time which is benefiting him in one way, and it is I'm at an advantage in some other way. So we really can't compare it and stop everything and start thinking what would have been if this would have been. ये समय बदल चुका है, और उस समय में जो सबसे बड़ी खासियत थी, जो इस समय को नहीं है, वो भी देखनी चाहिए. वो उस समय की खासियत थी कि हम बिना किसी डिस्ट्रैक्शन के, मैं 10 साल थिएटर कर गया और हमें पैसे नहीं मिलते थे, लेकिन हमने थिएटर किया, हमने स्किल को बहुत सीखा. हमारे पास बहुत समय था, क्योंकि कोई प्लेटफॉर्म्स नहीं थे, कोई और मीडियम नहीं था, तो उसका एडवांटेज भी था. आज वो एडवांटेज नहीं है. सूरज चाहे भी तो 1 साल के लिए छुट्टी नहीं ले सकता है. प्रोड्यूसर्स और डायरेक्टर्स उसका जीना हराम कर देंगे. He can't have this luxury, because he will have some offers which he will, he'll definitely not like to let it go. So there are many advantages to be working in this time. There are few advantages when there were no platforms.
Thank you so much. You couldn't have answered it better. Suraj, the question for you is that you have worked with two of the finest actors of their respective generations. Sharmila ma'am, we all know she's an institution in herself. And Manoj sir, who has been such a great role model for actors of so many generations ever since, he walked and, changed it all with Satya and all that followed. What were your learning experience and how intimidating it was for you, to work with each of them and, to share the screen space with them, and what were the learnings that you would take away with you?
In as far as the learning is considered, there was a lot of learning. Obviously, they both have been doing this for a long time and they're extremely skilled people. But I will say there was no nervousness because at the end of the day, बड़े सारे किस्म के actor होते हैं, but both of them ना, at the end of the day, love to act. They love it. तो उस मामले में बहुत easy हो जाता है फिर सब कुछ. You go in there and you give it your best. They see that they're doing their best, and together you're a team. कुछ उसमें nervousness की बात ही नहीं है. बहुत आसान हो जाता है उल्टा.
So well said, yeah.
है ना? When you're acting with people who are so good, it's freedom. उल्टा है actually. तो हाँ.
Thank you so much.
Students of the craft, really.
हेलो एवरीवन, मेरा नाम प्रियंका है और सबसे पहले तो आप सबको बहुत बहुत कंग्रेचुलेशन. गुलमोहर का ट्रेलर बहुत ज़्यादा खूबसूरत है. सिमरन, मैं आपसे सवाल जानना चाहूँगी. सबसे पहले आप साउथ में काम करते हो. अभी लास्ट रॉकेटरी इतनी ज़्यादा फिल्म को इतना ज़्यादा पसंद किया गया था, आपके काम को इतना पसंद किया गया था, बट गुलमोहर जो है वो OTT के लिए है. तो कहीं ऐसा डिफरेंस लगता है कि ठीक है फिल्म्स में ज़्यादा इजीली हो जाता है, OTT के लिए अलग है, कितना ज़्यादा डिफरेंस होता है? और सेकेंडली साउथ वर्सेस बॉलीवुड भी एक टाइम पे बहुत ज़्यादा वर्सेस में चला था. अभी तो थिंग्स पहले से बेटर है, लेकिन अभी भी कहीं वो ऐसा डिफरेंस है साउथ और बॉलीवुड और OTT के लिए?
I think OTT has connected the world together. So जो टैलेंट हमें पहले नहीं दिखने को मिलता था साउथ से हिंदी के लिए और हिंदी से साउथ के लिए, अब OTT उस चीज़ को साथ में ले आया. तो रॉकेटरी वॉज येस वन ऑफ माई फैंटास्टिक मूवी, nice movie, but Gulmohar is something, it is about family, and it drives me to get more unity, more togetherness, more support to my family. So theatre और OTT और नॉर्थ और साउथ के ये सारे differences, जैसे हम अपनी फैमिली में डिफरेंस होता है तो कैसे एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करके उसे दूर कर देते हैं, जो गुलमोहर में है. तो ये सारे OTT, थिएटर, TV, साउथ, नॉर्थ के डिफरेंसेस अभी मेरे ख्याल से ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. आई थिंक OTT हैज़ गिवन प्लेटफॉर्म टू मैनी टैलेंट्स, एंड टैलेंट की कोई सीमा नहीं है. लैंग्वेज इज़ नो बार फॉर टैलेंट. सो यस.
शर्मिला मैम, मैं आपसे जानना चाहूँगी कि हम बचपन से आपकी फ़िल्में देखते आ रहे हैं. हमारे पेरेंट्स ने आपकी फ़िल्मों को इतना पसंद किया है. हम लोगों ने 90s का जनरेशन जो था वो तो आप लोगों की फ़िल्मों का अलग ही फ़ैन है पूरा. बट आप इतने सालों के बाद आपने कम बैक करा, तो जब आपने फर्स्ट डे जब आप शूट पे पहुँचे तो पुरानी वो सारी मेमोरीज ताज़ा हो गई. वो पहला मोमेंट आपका कैसा था?
It just felt wonderful, your muscle memory or whatever you call it, it just takes over. When you come in front of the camera, you feel that you've never left. You feel very comfortable because you've been doing it for so long that you're so comfortable with the camera. Like for the theatre people, it's the audience that matters. We don't see live audience because only when we go to the cinema we see them. Otherwise we don't know how they are reacting. These people, they can see that अच्छा यहाँ पे बोर हो रहे हैं तो हमें थोड़ा सा कुछ और करना चाहिए, ये लाइन ठीक से नहीं हो रहा है. So they can experiment. The next show they will change there. हमारे साथ तो ऑडियंस का कोई वो ही नहीं है, कनेक्शन ही नहीं है. So हमारे जो भी है interaction is with the camera. So it's a wonderful thing because we can, when we are performing, we can see ourselves performing. I can hear my own voice, I can see my own expression, and then if something is not right, then we tell the director. Director says no, and the director is the boss. If he says okay, it's okay. So etc. So I didn't feel anything strange in front of the camera. If anything, that from start sound to cut. So यहाँ पे, the first day, may I share? Because I only work in films. So this was my first OTT film. And so start, sound, camera, and I thought it was action. So I started speaking. Uske baad there was somebody else said something else, somebody else said something else. There was 3-4 lines of communication. And then, of course, it was my turn to speak. So that was a very new thing that I learned very quickly. So it's a difference here, but otherwise film is a film. And it was just lovely because from the start sound, even the OTT start, whatever action, to cut is the moment we live for. All us are actors. Usi mein aapko jo karna hai, aapko karna hai. Because that is recorded and that goes into the film. Then you can't change it. You can't, for theatre, you don't get a second chance to do it better. So that is everything for us, that moment. And that moment you're playing somebody else, like I become Kusum, or I become somebody else. So that is such a magical moment. I cannot share that with anybody because that is the moment I live for.
Welcome all over here. This is Seema Dhawan from Retropop Lifestyle Magazine. My question is for you, Rahul. So this film is definitely about the fractured relationships and how I'm sure that there would be a reunion also about the family after realizing the importance of the family bond. So what about the title? Gulmohar is certainly the name of a flower. So how did you choose the title, and was everybody convinced with your title?
I think so, because it's such a beautiful word. You hear the word and you remember Gulzar Saab's songs to begin with, which brings a smile to your memory. It's very nostalgic, and there's some amount of mystery in the word, and it's very Delhi, because you drive down the streets of Delhi in a particular season, you'd see the trees of Gulmohar blooming on either sides, which is so beautiful. So very early on, my co-writer and I, Arpita Mukherjee and I, we decided on the word Gulmohar because I love the flower and I love Gulzar Saab's song, Gulmohar Gar Tumhara Naam Hota. I love that song. And while we were writing it, we were convinced that the name of the film should be the name of the house. And that's how the title.
I think he probably knew that the film was going to release in March. And very soon Delhi will be full of Gulmohar trees.
Flowers, yeah. Manoj, you told about a song of Daag, which you used to sing. Can you tell about that song? Which song is that?
I didn't change the song now. We sang other songs as well.
There are too many songs, but the song that I always remembered was "जाने क्यों लोग मोहब्बत करते हैं." वो गाना मैं जब भी गाता था, शर्मिला जी जो है 2 दिन तक तो उन्होंने बर्दाश्त किया। तीसरे दिन उन्होंने कहा कि अगर अब गाया तो मैं तुम्हारी जान मार दूंगी। उसके बाद मैंने चेंज किया, हवा चली कैसे। तो शर्मिला जी ने कहा कि मनोज, ये भी कितनी बड़ी बेवकूफ़ी थी कि मैं साइंस टीचर का रोल कर रही थी उस फिल्म में, और टीचर को ही नहीं पता है कि हवा कैसे चलती है।
हेलो गुलमोहर टीम, दिस इज़ करण शर्मा। सर मेरे 2 क्वेश्चन है, एक मनोज सर से और एक सूरज सर से। मनोज सर, आपने रिसेंटली एक वीडियो शेयर करी थी जिसमें आपने अपना पुश्तैनी घर दिखाया था। उसमें एक मोमेंट आता है जिसमें आप बताते हैं यहाँ से मैं लड्डू चुराता था, पेड़े चुराता था। सर लेकिन बाद में आपने ये नहीं बताया कि पिटाई कितनी होती थी मम्मी से।
मैं बहुत ही ज़िद्दी स्वभाव का आदमी था, वेरी स्टबर्न। मेरे ख्याल से वो स्टबर्ननेस मुझे यहाँ तक लेके आया। नहीं तो लेकिन जब आप बच्चे होते हैं तो अब मेरी माँ, हर कोई कहता है कि मैं जैसी मेरी माँ थी वैसे ही मैं भी हूँ। वो भी बहुत ज़िद्दी थी और मैं भी बहुत ज़िद्दी था, तो क्लैश ऑफ स्टबर्ननेस था बेसिकली। वो कहती थी ये करो और मैं कहता था कि मैं नहीं करूँगा। और पेड़े जो है मैं चुरा लेता था। दही का जो है ऊपर का जो लेयर होता है वो मैं सारी दही जो है छोड़ के ऊपर का लेयर चुरा के खा जाता था। घर में 6 बच्चे थे, तो मेरी माँ को तो वो भी देखना था कि सबको बराबर बराबर जाए, तो मार बहुत पड़ती थी मुझे, बहुत ज़्यादा। और मुझे उन्होंने 3rd स्टैंडर्ड से एक लॉज में डाल दिया था स्कूल में, मैं मिडिल स्कूल में पढ़ता था। वो मेरे लिए बहुत ही डार्क पीरियड था, बिकॉज मैं रहना नहीं चाहता था वहाँ पे। तो मेरी माँ को पता नहीं चलता था कि ये जाना क्यों नहीं चाहता है वहाँ पे, इसका भाई तो चला जाता है। लेकिन मुझे जो है वहाँ पे मुझे बिल्कुल मेरी एक्सपीरियंसेस अच्छे नहीं हुए थे, तो मेरी माँ बहुत मारती थी जब भी जाना होता था। एक बार मैंने कमरे में घुस के दरवाज़ा लॉक करके, जहाँ से खिड़की खुली हुई थी, तो मेरी माँ कह रही थी कि दरवाज़ा खोलो, तो वहीं पे एक सब्जी चलाने वाले, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, करची जो बोलते हैं, वो उठा के मैंने अपने पेट में मार लिया ऐसे करके, और मैंने कहा आ करके गिर गया वहीं पे। और मेरी माँ को सच में लगा कि इसने अपने आप को मार लिया। तो मेरे पिताजी कहते हैं, जब वो बुजुर्ग हुए पिताजी, तो मैंने कहा पिताजी से कि आपको कब लगा था कि मैं एक्टर बनूंगा? उन्होंने कहा जिस दिन तुमने वो नाटक किया था।
All right, can we have last 2 questions, please?
सूरज सर, आपसे क्वेश्चन था, अमेरिकन सिटकॉम में रिसेंटली आप काम कर रहे हैं, हाउ आई मेट योर फादर में, और लाइफ ऑफ पाई में भी आपने काम किया है, पर आपने इच्छा जताई थी कि मैं इंडियन फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में ज़्यादा काम करना चाहता हूँ। लेकिन आज के टाइम में जहाँ हर कोई हॉलीवुड जाना चाहता है, आप अपनी रूट्स पर वापस आ रहे हैं, ऐसा क्यों?
क्योंकि सर मैं वैसे सोचता नहीं हूँ कि अगर यहाँ से वहाँ जाना है कि वहाँ से यहाँ जाना है। मेरे लिए बस एक चीज़ बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो स्टोरी है ना। मेरे को स्टोरी से बहुत प्यार है, मेरे को मूवी से बहुत प्यार है। मेरे को ये फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता कि कहाँ बन रही है ये चीज़। ऑब्वियसली जब इंडिया में बन रही होती है थोड़ा ज़्यादा इमोशनल रेजोनेंस है मेरे में, ठीक है, ऑब्वियसली। बट जनरली मैं कभी ऐसे सोचता नहीं हूँ। मेरे लिए क्या है कि स्टोरी कैसा है, कैरेक्टर कैसा है, और जो जिनके साथ मैं काम करने वाला हूँ वो कितने कोलैबोरेटिव हैं, उसके आगे मैं ये सोचता ही नहीं हूँ। ऑब्वियसली मेरे को यहाँ पे ज़्यादा काम करना है, वहाँ पे भी मेरे को ज़्यादा काम करना है, मेरे को तो काम ही करना है बस। तो बस मेरा वहीं तक है।
मनोज सर, हिमांशु दिस साइड। सर ये एक फैमिली आपकी गुलमोहर फैमिली है जो बहुत ही सादगी से रहती है, आप जिन्हें संभाल के रखते हैं, और एक फैमिली मैन वाली आपकी फैमिली है जिनमें थोड़ा सा आप फैमिली को टाइम नहीं दे पाते। सर फैमिली मैन की जब भी जिक्र होता है सोशल मीडिया पे तो बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटमेंट बढ़ जाती है, क्योंकि फैमिली मैन 3 का बहुत जल्दी से वेट है। तो थोड़े से अगर आप शब्दों में बता दें कि क्या उसका अपडेट है। और सेकंड थिंग सर, अभी थोड़े 1 वीक पहले फर्जी देख रहा था, तो एकदम से आपकी आवाज़ आती है तो रिमाइंड करने का मन करता है, 2-3 बार सुनने का मन करता है कि ये कौन है, जाना पहचाना सा नाम लग रहा है। चिल्लम सर की एंट्री हो चुकी है, और कहीं ना कहीं सभी चीज़ जो है फर्जी का आपके फैमिली मैन 3 से कहीं ना कहीं कनेक्ट होने वाला है। और रिसेंटली आपने नंबर भी शेयर कर दिया था चिल्लम सर का, तो बहुत ज़ोरदार प्रमोशन है, बहुत बारीकी से किया जा रहा है। सर थोड़ा सा अगर आप अपडेट देते तो।
अभी उसके बारे में क्या बोलूँगा, मतलब गुलमोहर के साथ अन्याय हो जाएगा, लेकिन सिर्फ इतना कहना चाहूँगा आपको कि सीज़न 3 का मेरे ख्याल से राज इंडी के और अमेज़ॉन की तरफ से जल्दी कुछ आपके लिए अच्छी खबर आएगी, ऐसा लगता है मुझे। और जहाँ तक बात है इस फैमिली की, तो इस दोनों फैमिली में बहुत बड़ा अंतर है, क्योंकि वहाँ पर वो दोनों काम और परिवार में बैलेंस बिठाने की कोशिश करता है, और ये आदमी इसके लिए फैमिली सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है। ये बैलेंस भी बिठाना नहीं चाहता है, ये सिर्फ चाहता है कि फैमिली साथ में रहे, और उसके चक्कर में क्या क्या होता है उन साल, वो क्या क्या और चीज़ें उससे बनती हैं, बिगड़ती हैं, ये आपको फिल्म देखने के बाद पता चलेगा। बट सिंस इट्स गोइंग टू बी द लास्ट क्वेश्चन, यस, सो ऑल आई वुड फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई विल से थैंक यू वेरी मच कि आप लोग आए हमें कवर करने के लिए, हमसे सवाल जवाब का ये सेशन करने के लिए। दूसरी बात ये कि दिस फैमिली हियर नीड्स योर सपोर्ट। थैंक यू।
Not just support, we have immense love for this family. We are more than eager to meeting the Batra family on 3rd of March on Disney Plus Hotstar. Sharmila ji, you as strong-willed Kusum. Manoj ji, you as family-spirited Arun. You as relatable Aditya. And of course, you as lovely Hindu. We are looking forward to that. And let us celebrate this with the spirit of Holi. I request Kaveri, Seth Chi and Utsavi Jhaji to complete our Batra family to join us here as we have a special Holi celebration coming up. Can we have the thalis in the Holi celebration? Robs, please.
Can I also invite Sriharsh, Kaveri and Utsavi, the 3 actors who are debuting in our film?
And Sharmila ji,